name.
This sounds like celebrity or some shit. Get arrested so you
Well, technically,
Triple L.
they're kind of
if you
very
kept
well
the
known, so I mean, technically, yeah, it is.
Can you two pull the mic closer to you guys?
Like this? Is this better?
More towards the middle, though.
Like that?
No, he doesn't want to hear you. He wants to hear me. That's what he's saying.
More towards the middle. Yeah.
If you would have kept
it won't go down,
the Leha,
Hmm?
you would have been Triple L.
Yeah. I mean, I would have left that name regardless. I probably would have changed that one too.
Yeah.
Do you want this over a little bit more?
That's fine. Yeah.
Can you hear us?
You remember Xavier?
I can hear you guys.
Xavier Leha? Maybe. That's her cousin. Oh yeah.
Who?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who he is. As
Small,
soon as he's
small fucking world, dude.
Right?
Yeah, don't bring it up. We're just kidding. I think that we differ in every aspect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Carry on.
Hey, y'all. It is Sunday,
The Lord's Day.
the holy day.
Should we start with a prayer?
No, we don't want to start. We don't want to start with a prayer. Why would we start with the prayer?
It's
Okay, are you gonna start with the
Let me
prayer?
put my rosary away. Hold on.
Hold on. That's not that type of
Were we
event.
not supposed to? Oh.
I don't know any
Well,
prayers. So.
We are here, and this is
Oh, my name? Did you announce
Apoco.
yours?
I always say
Oh.
this is, and you always say Apoco.
We've never done that.
Really? Should we go back? Should we go back to
Miguel,
last episode?
Have you ever seen us do
What did we
that?
do last episode?
Pull that up.
Yeah, can we start this shit over?
Can we
Ready?
rewind it
You're gonna
and
say,
we need some
"Hello,
highlights?
this is
Okay, let's go again. Let's start.
Can we
No,
keep
I'm not
all
even
this
doing
stuff?
We're here.
guys.
We're gonna take a shot.
This is Apoco.
Too late. And that's all this. I'm not editing anything. I'm putting all this shit in it. Letting you know.
She just likes to lie to the people, and I don't.
All right.
All right, shut time.
Okay. I know this is early.
I thought you
But yeah.
all right,
Hey.
cheers.
Look at Miguel over there, like fucking dreading it.
He's being held hostage.
You're over there with your
Go.
Starbucks refresher. You better take this shit.
Yeah, fucking drinking NyQuil at fucking 11 a.m.
Put your ass to sleep.
Yeah, that chamoy is not as good as the last one.
This is our signature shot,
It's
which
like-
at least makes us drink every
Sorry,
time.
Steve.
Yeah, and it's the best.
Oh my god, I'm feeling a little toasty right now. I do. I wanted to introduce you guys to Sergio Valadez. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's right.
He is a very well-known tattoo artist in the city. So
In the U.S.
it's the U.S. Did you say U.S.? Are you TikTok famous too, by the way?
No.
Why not?
I don't even have a TikTok.
Why?
Let's
Why would you
change
not do
it.
that? We need to change
man,
that.
The younger crowd's been telling me I need to get one.
You definitely
Fun to
should.
watch.
Yeah?
If anything, I have one and have like two.
My wife too,
videos.
bro. My wife's
No,
like,
once
get
you-
a TikTok. Yeah.
Once you go to once you start watching TikToks,
You get
it's
sucked
downhill.
into it. You won't
Yeah.
get
It's
any
downhill.
tattoos the whole day.
You could
Yeah.
do like,
And that's all you start talking about, like just TikToks.
you
I
could do
believe
like,
it.
Oh, did you
like
see
the
the
beginning,
TikTok?
like the process of each
Yeah.
tattoo. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I seen my wife show me because I'll sit there and get sucked in with her. Like we're just
Yeah,
listening.
yeah.
Yeah, you sit there for hours. My
Man.
girl should be like 5 minutes, and it's like 2 hours later. I'm like,
It's
fuck.
like 10 o'clock, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, 2 a.m.
It's time to go to sleep.
So I have a game. It's this or that, just to, you know,
Miguel, did you hear?
this or that
Oh, okay.
Mexican edition.
Thank you for clarifying.
This or that Mexican edition. Okay. So gorditas or tacos?
Gorditas.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Gorditas.
Yeah.
Why?
Because gorditas normal.
Oh. What about you?
Gorditas.
You hear me, Dad?
Sope o guarache?
What was it?
Sope o guarache?
I don't think I'm familiar with it.
A guarache is pretty much like a sope. It's flat and it has all the stuff on the top.
And
You've
what's a
never seen
guarache?
That's a guarache.
What's a sope?
A sope is like a tortilla.
It's the same fucking
One of them-
shit.
But it's,
One of
one
them
of them
is
is
folded up.
one is folded up and one is like an oval.
So one's a burrito and one's a...
No,
burrito.
they're all flat. It's
I don't
all
think I had
made in
either one of
masa.
them. They're basically the
I don't
same
know.
shit.
I don't know.
They are, but okay,
I feel like
whatever.
One has a wall
Can
and
you
one
stick
doesn't.
to just normal shit?
We don't
That
like
is the normal shit. What are you talking about?
Pozole or menudo? Pozole.
Pozole.
Okay, you remember when there was a whole argument about this on Facebook a while
About-
ago? Social
No.
media? Why can't we have both?
Pozole with menudo.
No, like you can eat both. We've been eating that shit for thousands of years. We can have
It's
both.
2021.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying what do you prefer?
Both.
Both. Okay, I prefer menudo.
Menudo.
Pozole.
No.
Go ahead.
But I prefer menudo because of our grandma. That's really why. Trapeador or Swifter?
Oh.
It depends.
Trapeador. I never used a Swifter before.
I did. I'm a believer, but
Is it
then
s-
Steve got me believing back in the mop, so I don't know.
I think Old Faithful mop because she gets down and dirty. The Swiffer, I had to change the thing. It's
Too
just
much
a-
work.
That's just like smearing shit all over.
You're just distributing the dirt evenly.
What's the difference? Okay, wait.
But
Gotta
if you
put
Is
own,
it the
Yeah.
same shit with the mop?
No, you got to put your back into it.
but if you own
Do it,
Swiffer,
put your back
contact us.
into
We would
it.
love to have you sponsor us.
Come on.
Tequila or cerveza?
Tequila.
Holy water.
Holy water.
It is Sunday. It is the Lord's Day.
What about you, Bernardo?
Man, I think
Beer. You're a beer
but
guy.
I
We can
drink
tell
beer.
you're a
I
beer
drink
guy.
beer more, but I fuck with tequila. So
What about you,
If
Steve?
somebody else is paying, what you getting?
tequila.
That's how you know.
It depends on what you want to do. You trying to get fucked up fast, or you trying
Always.
to chill, or
No,
I'm always trying to
not a
get
beer
fucked up
person. I
fast.
don't
I'm not
drink
trying to
beer.
do it slowly. That just
then
feels like
tequila.
I don't drink beer.
it's stressful.
What are you?
Get to the
I'd
point.
rather do beer.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
because
mellow.
I
You seem
drink
mellow, though.
I like vodka and Red Bull. The tequila's never been my shit.
I like
Yeah.
vodka and Red Bull.
Yeah.
I get you on that
You
one.
Mexican?
Once you get hungover,
Shit, I don't think so. Bro.
Sopa o
This wasn't
arroz?
bad though.
sopa.
Arroz.
That's a
Sopa.
hard one.
I
I
have
like-
sopa.
Yeah.
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 Because there's if you have arroz, you can't have somebody's fucked up rice because then that ruins it.
But they
There's
can
so many
fuck up sopa
variables.
too.
No, it's not. It's not as common.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because
It can be too salty though.
Or it could be too dry.
That's true.
Because they have like different types of sopa. They have like the soupy, like the
soupy
soupy
one.
sopa, and then they have like the regular.
I know, but
What am I
like
eating
the
with it
drier
though?
sopa.
No, but like, this is a different.
A gordita sopa en menudo.
You're having some chile rojo with some frijoles char.
They want to tempt sopa.
Con su respectiva salsa.
I'm gonna go with arroz.
Okay.
But you get me hungry.
Sopa.
Oh, okay.
Sopa verde preferred. Good.
Oh, okay.
I fucking lost myself. Huevos rancheros o chilaquiles?
Chilaquiles.
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 Chilaquiles. In Mexico, we went to a restaurant, like a little hole in the wall, and I was like, "Let me get chilaquiles," thinking it's gonna be like
Yeah.
Bomb as
beer,
fuck.
dry. Yeah, I mean it's a little more crunchy, dry, whatever.
Yeah.
That shit was like a soup over there.
Really?
Yeah, they're like soggy.
Oh, well,
It's
where
so
you from
weird.
though?
No,
Here?
he went to go visit. I
Oh.
think the DF.
But yeah, I went to La
Oh.
Basilica, but they were like drenched in like it was like a caldo.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
But
They
man,
probably mix your stuff up with the enchiladas.
probably.
That's how we,
Oh, yeah.
we just.
that shit's different everywhere though.
Yeah, I would say different states, different food.
Yeah. Like
different-
some people fry the tortilla into like chips. Some
Yeah.
people just throw the tortillas in there raw.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
What
it's
about
all
you,
good.
Sergio?
I'd rather do huevos rancheros.
Really?
Yeah.
Odd one out.
Bro, you Mexican?
Are you?
I
Mexican?
hope so, bro.
You
Shit,
look hella
yeah.
Mexican.
I think I look
If you
it.
take your shoe off on the bottom, they put a little mark on us.
Oh damn.
That was?
Yeah.
I thought that's what
I'm
this was. I thought that's what
I'm
this
over there
was
with the
for.
rock.
man.
Oh,
No, the
Little
shot.
ball.
The shot. The shot, man.
If you're from Mexico, you got that shot.
I know.
Oh, I
Show,
didn't get
show.
that.
Do
You
know
got
what-
it?
You know what
yeah,
the
it's,
shot-
it's
still there?
covered. Yeah,
You
look,
know
show
what,
my
we talk
boy.
about that.
Covered it.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Does
Huh?
does Ice watch this?
I was like, I don't know.
All our
Shit.
smiles. went away.
Homeland
We said,
Security, I have no
That's
idea.
gonna be their easy identifier. Like, there's a fucking mark on here. That's when you know they gotta go.
"Mm-mm. Have you seen the videos? Just put noodles and then just rub it out.
Noodles.
That shit.
Stupid.
Burritos or tacos?
We already did that.
Can we do
Nope,
that?
we did burrito. We did tacos
No,
and what?
tacos.
Está colgando, I think.
And gorditas.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Burrito.
Yeah, burrito too.
I like a good burrito, but I don't
Like
like
a jumbo burrito?
I don't like I like
From-
the basic ass burritos like con unos frijoles de
That's it.
chorizo
Just
and just
frijoles.
a tortilla. That's
So you
what I
want a
think.
breakfast burrito.
That's not even a breakfast burrito. It was just like a snack.
Dude, the best.
That's a snack to
You know
me.
who's a good chile verde burrito?
Who?
Tacos Raimundo. That jumbo burrito goes crazy.
That's
Dude,
like white
tacos
people food, but
Raimundo is
whatever.
the shit.
If they're ever open when they say they are.
They be
are.
on that bullshit.
Every time I pull up, I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are closed.
They're closed on Mondays. That's it.
No, every time I pull up, there's nobody
It must
there.
be on a Monday. She just doesn't remember.
True.
Flautas o
Nah.
enchiladas.
Oh,
Ooh, flautas.
Sorry, were you gonna say something?
flautas.
yeah, but it does. No, I was just gonna say something about a burrito, but it's over.
She's like, but you cut me
It's
off,
too
bitch.
late.
We
It's too
move on.
late.
It's fine. Flautas or we're skipping you again.
What kind of man?
what
fuck,
kind of
this is
enchiladas?
hard.
Verdes o rojas? You know
Ench-
that
enchiladas.
the dulce ones. I like those though too. I fucks with both of them. I'm actually gonna go with both.
See, we do dulce. The
Me too.
Chihuahua.
Are you from Durango?
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Neighbors.
D-Town does, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Fabuloso or pinol? It's
Fabuloso.
pine sol, but they call it pinol.
Fabuloso.
Fabuloso.
I like pinol.
It smells better.
I mean, I
Really?
grew up with Apoco, so.
I feel like the house. That's what I be cleaning the bathroom here, and
guys
Troy
all
is
use
like
the purple?
amazed.
Because
Troy
if not,
stays
yeah.
amazed.
Well, we actually had both.
They
Like,
got other.
you
They
rich?
got other kinds.
well,
You rich, you
if
got
Yeah.
both?
if Pinol was on sale, we'd get that, but it was usually Fabuloso.
Did you get it at Walmart?
I don't
No,
remember.
Mexican.
No,
we get it
food,
at farmers market.
Yeah, we
food
get
for
it at
less
Farmers
or
Market.
farmers market.
Farmers market.
I get it at El Güeros. Just kidding. The overpriced. I ain't
hell
doing that
yeah.
shit.
Facts.
Support your local
You're right though. I should.
Mexican.
Hole in the walls.
Okay. Cumbias or rancheras?
Cumbias.
Eesh,
Yeah, cumbias.
Yeah,
I like cumbias too.
cumbias. They're funner.
they are. And I'll clean the hell
I
out
feel
of
like
my house
With the
mop.
cumbia. There you go. Hand in hand. Chancla or pitiao?
What?
Chancla or pitiao?
Like to get your ass beat?
Yes.
Neither.
Neither. What the fuck?
But if you had to pick one, like if your mom was like, what is it going to be?
A stern
What-
talking to?
Yeah, like which one you going to choose? Which one would you
So
do?
is
I'll
piteado
take
the
that
but piteado the belt?
The belt.
Is that what we talking about? Shit.
Who the fuck wants a belt?
I think I got the
Shit.
chancla more.
No, I'll
so-
There's a
take
couple
the
friends that may
chocolate
want the
because
belt.
That's easier to take.
No, because Mexicans be having them leather belts. That
Right,
real
that's what I'm saying.
leather.
The chancla,
yeah.
I'll take that.
And then they freaking snap it on
Yeah.
purpose just to like pat.
The chancla is just foam, so I'll take
I know,
that
but
shit.
it might be an Old Navy flip flop or something.
What if it's
so you
those?
gotta take
What if
one.
it's those
You gotta take
hella
one.
old ass Mexican huaraches? Those
Or
bitches
they
are
have
heavy.
leather
ones,
dollar sale. Who
yeah.
knows?
Those are leather too.
Exactly.
Or a Birkenstock.
Fuck around.
Stop.
Paleta or raspa?
Ooh,
The raspa all day, every day.
Yeah, I'll do that
I
too.
think. Yeah.
I went to La Reina and got a mango raspado and had them put a scoop of vanilla ice cream in the middle. You need to fucking try it.
So
For
like
real?
a creamsicle, but
Yeah.
like,
So
Some
we're-
Mexican
Mango.
cream
I
cheese.
always
So-
go. Oh, we
Recommended.
telling each other's orders now. I like the piña raspa from there, from La Reina. Only from there. I don't like it from Tropicana.
Mm-hmm.
And what they put the leche mezcla in it. Bomb. But I'm gonna try that. with
My,
vanilla ice.
my girlfriend's family, they have a raspado maker. That shit's good. They make it all themselves. It's fucking good.
So okay, wait a
So we
minute.
go after
When
this,
you
or-
say that, is it like a machine or is it that little block where they go like this?
I
they
think
put the thing down.
I think
They
they
put-
have both,
Oh, they're rich.
but they make their own flavor too. Like their
Oh,
own.
they rich,
yeah.
rich.
They're rich.
I was like, they rich.
They have a lot of time.
So they don't be
too.
using the block of ice with the little hand thing.
I don't think so. Maybe I don't know. They had the.
That's how you know it's original. That's how you know it's gonna be
so-
bomb.
You don't know?
some of them had the machine, and some of them had the thing.
Oh, there's many.
Some of them.
multiples.
Some of
Yeah,
them.
well, it's different people. It's not just
It's not just
The
one
whole
person.
family's rich.
people have multiple aunts and uncles. I don't know if you guys know that, but
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
nah, then
Valentina Tapatío.
Valentina.
Valentina,
Do you get the regular or the extra hot, the black or the
The
regular?
la etiqueta negra.
just regular, man.
Regular too. I don't fuck
You don't
with
need
all
all
that.
that
I'm gonna
extra.
question you with your question. What are we eating with it?
Unas
Miguel.
papitas.
If it's chips,
Lay's
it's
with lemon.
Valentina. But if it's something else, I feel like
Mine.
tapatio is way more fucking like spicier.
But see, I don't fucks with spicy food. That's like the,
You
the
think
non.
that's
she had
spicy,
rocks
huh? I
in her
forgot
console
about
or
your ass.
whatever.
Yeah, I had all those. I can't even eat spicy right now. Like I fucking ate some. What did I just? This shit, and it's already burning my stomach.
Dude, Doritos. You ever
You
had
have an
like
infection.
the
Bitch, don't
Mexican
say that.
Doritos?
The Mexican Doritos,
Yeah, you know they're like a little bit spicier. Like
los rancheritos.
no, they're actual Doritos, but they're just
I don't think they do it like Coke. I think you made thing.
no. Try them.
Where do I get these Mexican
Try them
Doritos?
next time they're making
Mexico.
raspados and then
Carniceria?
invite us.
Mexico.
Al pastor
Oh.
o asada.
Pastor.
Al pastor.
Ah,
pastor.
asada. Well, yeah.
It depends on where though too.
Yeah, it depends on
If it's
where.
from the trompo, I fucks with it all the way.
How fucks with
Like
it.
piña.
Cow.
Yeah, that's the best.
Okay, here's the biggest question of all: salsa verde or salsa roja?
That's
Salsa
fucked up.
verde.
Verde.
Both, man.
No, verde. Much better.
I like verde.
Really?
Is
Last
it a guy?
question.
Is it a
Mira
guy girl thing?
Elizabeth. Let's move on.
I pick Lydia.
Come on. Let's move on.
Sergio, you didn't even tell
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Oh, I did.
She said
Verde.
green.
Oh, verde.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
he's on our team. Fuck y'all.
Wait, you said both or none?
I said both.
And you said
Still
both?
fuck y'all because you still on that side.
I think I'd probably favor green though, but
Okay, there he goes. He's trying to get on part of the team.
both.
Wow.
Wow.
You made
Concha or
you're
churro?
excused.
Peace out.
Ooh.
Concha.
Concha.
Churro.
Churro.
Concha or churro?
If it's from Juarez Bakery, then I'll have the churro. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Like hell nah, your conchas are hella dry.
It's the end of the day. That's why he said
I've never had their shit's good.
it is good.
Yeah.
Juarez, we ain't gonna
Everything's so
plug them. Fuck them. We ain't doing all that shit.
Oh, they don't
we are.
sponsor. Oh, never mind.
Yes,
No,
we
they
are.
ain't.
They
They
are.
ain't sponsored. They still haven't paid. We good.
Yeah, you can't be throwing shit out like that.
Berto knows I'm fucking with him. Shout out to him. Kind
Well,
of.
this has been fun, guys.
you
This
pay,
is gonna be our last
If
episode.
you pay, shout out to you.
But otherwise, homeboy, we got to
Keep it stepping.
For the record, I didn't say shit in this conversation.
He's saying that because he wants to be on the pod with Miguel. He didn't even request us.
We already
he
hung
requested
out.
Miguel.
I love
Oh,
Juarez
I guess
Bakery
you live
for the
together
record.
too? Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so here's a
Look at these silent.
here's one that'll be. I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. Your mom's side of the family or your dad's side of the family?
Dad's side.
Mom's side.
Damn, I don't know if I can say it.
He's like,
Damn.
You just
Man, I don't know.
just pretend to like.
just.
I'll say fuck. I hang out with my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
So.
Man, I don't both, but I
Both?
I see my mom's side more. So
Your mom's boy. You're the youngest, right?
yeah.
Oh, that's why. Miguel, mom's.
Burrito.
You're bored?
Next question.
Okay,
That's it.
chicken bouillon or tomato bouillon?
Chicken.
I use the fuck
Damn,
out
I
of
don't know
tomato.
what that is.
It's
The-
tomato rice.
The little.
Obviously, you don't cook, huh?
It comes
No.
in a little
No,
container with
sweet
the
sauce.
chicken on
Hey,
it.
unless
Nor Suiza, the powder shit.
Damn.
You
bro,
put it in
no,
everything?
that's me.
No.
Nah, I don't know.
have y'all been to Costco?
No,
You can get a whole motherfucker like this for like $10.
Shut up.
I swear.
That was my
We
next
got
question.
2 of them.
is it Goya or Nor,
Fuck
Are we still
Goya.
protesting Goya though?
Why are we
Nor
protesting
all
Goya?
day.
or should we do Maggie and Nor? He's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
I know those are beans, right?
No,
What are we talking about? Goya?
Brand.
The
It's a
brand.
Oh,
Next
okay.
question. Do another one.
I don't
Okay.
give a fuck.
Luis Miguel or Cheyenne?
Do the next question. I don't like this one.
Why? I don't know them either. It's okay.
Okay.
What's up? Go
No,
ahead.
no, no. I'm ready to move on.
Señor de los cielos o la reina del sur?
What's the next one? I want to go
Ooh,
with. No, I'm just
Queen of
kidding.
the South.
I didn't see either
I didn't see
one.
either either.
Bitch, I'm
Señor de los
from
cielos.
Mendoza.
My the one with the girl. What was it called?
La reina?
South?
Yeah, that one.
What about you? He's like, I
I
don't
don't
know.
fuck with either one of them.
Yeah,
I don't
see, there you
know.
go. Next.
Okay.
Fucking
Last one.
Narcos.
Last one. Elvis Crespo or Celia Cruz?
Celia
Celia
Cruz.
That's the only, that's the only one I know.
No,
Right.
you know Suavemente.
Suavemente.
Oh, that shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't he molest children?
No,
Or
he
did-
jacked off on a plane.
Is it because
Oh.
he has the Jerry curl?
What movies do y'all be watching? Now you guys got the good shit. Who
Well,
jacked
you
off
never
on the
listen to any music. That's
You
not
don't-
your problem.
Elvis Crespo.
You must be sitting
Yeah,
on cake
he has
and
like
E!
a
News.
Jerry curl.
We
He
used
was
to dance
here,
it when we were little. Remember Patty's quinceañera? We was dancing that
He was
shit.
here like 2 years ago, wasn't
Really?
he? Yeah.
On Federal Charges?
At 50, at 54.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
Celia.
So yeah, that's it on my game. So,
Hmm.
anyways,
Did you like
my new segment next segment is called Ya Salió el Peine, and pretty much is a segment where we get to know entrepreneurs and artists in the community. For in better words, Lydia
be in
Love,
the know?
be in the know. So, Sergio, how long have you been doing tattoos?
Here in May is gonna be my 6th year.
6 years.
Yeah.
How did you start?
Well, you gotta get an apprenticeship first. So that's what makes it hard is that you gotta find somebody that's willing to take you in, because in being in Kansas, which is like a good thing, because there's not a whole bunch of shops. Yeah. So there's nobody's fighting for clientele and stuff. You know, there's enough to go around, but it makes it hard to get in. It's like who you know kind of deal.
Yeah.
So luckily for me, my brother was already in the mix. So
So he took you under?
yeah. Well,
So
somebody else trained me, or not. Well, I was apprenticing under somebody else, but basically the shop trained me, and he's the one that got my foot in the door, though. So yeah.
So I know through Bernardo,
Mhm.
you guys did art together.
Yeah.
So did you go to college for art too, or?
Yeah, so well, kinda, cause I went to Butler to do all my gen eds, and I was planning on doing graphic design, and as soon as I got to WSU, that's when I started doing the whole art thing, you know.
It just took
But-
over.
Yeah, but it's just like, but I stopped going too because I was going part time and I was juggling a full time job, and it was taking too long, so I had to move on to something else, and I was talking to my brother about it, actually. He's the one that's like, "Hey, come tattoo, bro," but he's been trying to get me to do it since like way before school, you know, and I just
Yeah.
never really jumped on it.
So what made you decide that you wanted to do tattoos?
Being in that tough spot where I needed to stop going to school and figuring something else out. So
Is it hard, like from a sheet of paper to somebody's skin? Like, is
Yeah.
that different?
yeah, what's cool to me is that so anybody that does like anything artistic, you know, like painting, drawing, whatever, it's easier for them to transfer over to tattooing, or because you do got two types of tattoo artists. You got tattoo artists and then just tattooers. So somebody that is a tattoo artist will take on and fucking excel like crazy, you know.
That's
But-
crazy. I didn't know that there was two different.
Yeah. Well,
what's-
I mean, they don't like to say
Yeah.
that, but there is a difference though, because if you
what's-
have somebody that stays stagnant and doesn't move, like get better, it's because they're not artists. Like people that have art
Oh, I
backgrounds,
see what you mean.
man, they excel like super crazy, you know. And so yeah, other than that, like shit, like it is the toughest, in my opinion, the toughest canvas, because even though, like I was telling Bernardo earlier, like people sit still, but they're still really still moving. Just the slightest move, like they pick out their phone or whatever,
moves
it shows, you know.
Everything, yeah.
Mhm. So you gotta adjust yourself to all that stuff.
And I'm
so.
sure skin types and
Yeah,
all
that's
makes a
damn.
difference.
That was one of the biggest things. Is when I started, I thought everybody had the same skin, everybody tattoos the same.
Yeah.
You know, not even just talking about color, skin, but like
Texture and
yeah,
everything.
it's ink goes in different, or to different skin it goes in different. Some people got really good skin that tattooing is real easy. It's just
Do
like
you
butter,
tell
you
'em?
know.
Your skin is trash.
Sometimes if the one they will know, because they'll be like, hey bro, like I can't get this fucking solid. We're gonna have to see you in the second session, you know.
Yeah.
So but,
Did you have an inspiration to be a tattoo artist, or is it just your brother?
No, just my brother. Yeah,
Really?
he was the one that, and just like him pushing me into it, and then getting my foot in the door is kind of, because it's just seeing what he was doing. I was like, man, this is the shit right here. You know?
Has he always drawn? Because
he's been an artist too, man.
Yeah. Shout
Wait.
out to Fabian.
I know, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he works at a shop too. He started with me at the electric chair, or he was there before I was, obviously, but yeah, and then he ended up moving to Symbolic. So,
Is
but
that
that's
where
what
you're at now?
No, I'm at the electric chair still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're really, really popular. Like a lot of people know you
You're
for.
famous.
Yeah, you are. I mean, I don't
Oh,
know if you
for
know
sure.
that, but you are. You're very well known in the Hispanic. Well, not only in the Hispanic community, just in general.
Yeah.
How hard is it to get in?
To get in. So no, I am booked out until I want to say August of next year.
Wow.
So
August
yeah,
of next year?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. So
Miguel's like, fuck. Me and Marissa was trying to get tattoos.
We're gonna record next week. Just bring all your shit. All we have you here. I'm just kidding.
Join us
Get
next
some
time. They're just
pizza,
gonna get a
huh?
face tattoo live.
Sure will.
Sorry.
No. Keep going.
Do you have a lot of free reign in your creativity?
No, I do. I remember when I first started, like, so you're not well known, right? So everybody that comes in the door is like, you're trying to get in because you're trying to make money at that
Yep.
point, you know. And that's what a lot of the new artists are, or not a lot of them, but there's a couple artists at our shop that are brand new, and but that's your time to realize what you want to do too. Because when I first started, I was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with portraits, and that's it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I started realizing, nah, shit, I like tattooing animals too. I mean, I don't know if they consider those portraits too, but you start knowing your what you're really into, because you like. So we got a new artist in there, and he does like live drawing, so he can see a model and draw him like real good. You would think he's gonna do portraits and shit, but I told him, so, man, just do everything, because you might end up like a neo-traditional, which is like flat shit, you know, with realistic shading, or even American traditional. Like, it just doing those pieces at the beginning is what gets you to know what you want to do, you know.
Is that something that's like I don't like standard where you just try all kinds of things?
Yeah,
just to-
so and some people are against that shit, bro. Like, but I took it in as, you know, so that saying, this is like I'm fucking say this wrong, but people that you can master of all trades, or no, wait, hold on, good at all trades but master of none, or some shit like
Yeah.
that, right?
Jack of all trades.
There we go,
Yeah.
perfect, man. And I'm trying to debunk that shit, bro, because you can do fucking everything. Yeah, your clientele expands. People that want color or people that want traditional.
it's still one trade though.
No, yeah, but it's like different styles. People start
Yeah.
to specialize because they become good at one style, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're like what you're saying, that's more like that's probably more like the artist aspect of it, because you want to try different things. You want to
Yeah, see, so
you just kind of want to feel out what you like and what's
What you're
what
Yeah.
you're good
yeah,
at. Right?
yeah. So like at the beginning, like I was saying, is like you wanna have that opportunity to fill that out.
Yeah.
Even though it is like practice and it's on fucking
And that's
people,
on
you know.
somebody's.
Yeah, so you gotta be comfortable, and sometimes you're not, but that's what makes you good. Because ultimately, like, cause you're gonna get better, you know. And you're gonna start seeing those old clients come in, and you're gonna be like, damn, like I could have killed that shit now than
Right.
prior 2 years ago. But all that stuff is gonna lead you up to being good at what you do now. But you want to be able to get down on them then, and trying to like work out the kinks on whatever you're doing, you know. But that's the only thing. So what makes you good is being able to adapt, because you can do badass shading on one client, and all of a sudden the other client has shitty skin, and your shading is gonna look spotty. No, it is. Your shading is gonna look fucking choppy.
Right.
You know, so now you're getting better at it. You'll be able to adapt and trying to. Now you have to work your needles like a whole different way. You know.
So if like let's say somebody's in there giving Bernardo a tattoo and they're just fucking it up. Does somebody step in and be like, all right, well, let me just try and fix it, or you're responsible for fixing it? Or
that if you're the trainer for damn sure, but you don't want to step on toes either, because it's just like say barbers, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, let me clean that up for you. He fucked you up over here. Then now you're fucking with people's clientele, because everybody is their own, not necessarily their own brand in that business. You know what I mean?
It's like barbers.
So yeah, so sometimes when clients come in, they're fucking like tripping or something happened. Like the artist ain't gonna throw the other artist under the bus, even though we know, like, damn, he fucked your shit up, you know. And but
that's awesome though that you guys can have each other's back in that form.
And the cool thing is now, like, I think our generation is more like that. That we're all willing to help each other out. Like, I think the older artists, like back then when clientels were fucking like the clientele wasn't as big as it is now, you know. There was more cutthroat. They were not willing to share shit, not willing to help each other.
There's no competition, basically.
Yeah, I mean, there's it's still like friendly competition. Like,
Yeah.
you still want to, do good at shit and kind of outshine people in a sense. But if somebody comes at you and like, hey, how you do this? Well, like, you're gonna fucking tell them, bro. Like, you just want to help out.
Yeah,
So,
I think.
Maybe.
he ain't gonna put it out there.
It's just like
initially.
no. So like I was talking to, like, you do make mistakes, like. And that's what's hard about tattooing, because if you're tattooing for a long session, like say, because mine is usually 12 to 8, you know. And
12 to 8?
Yeah.
12 to 8 hours?
Depends. Like, so they'll come in at 12. We'll get started like around 1 o'clock.
I'm about to call in.
Yeah, it is a full-time job. So you got to stay focused that whole fucking time. You know, and obviously the tattoo's important to them, you know. So, but usually on a 12 to 8 session, I'm tattooing for 6.5 or 7 hours.
Damn.
Depends on
Does your
how
arm hurt? Do your hands hurt?
Not yet. You know? But some artists are like, their backs fucking give out eventually, you know, so, or whatever. The carpal tunnel shit or whatever.
Are you just hunched over all day?
Depends on the piece, man. Dude, it's crazy though, because I just got some risers for my chair to put it up higher. Because when I do chest pieces or stomachs, I'm hovering the whole fucking day. So, and then when the time I get home, man, I'm fucking back hurts and shit. So,
is it hard, like customer wise, like, because I don't have tattoos. I don't care to have tattoos. It's not really who I am. I might change my mind because I got all these holes in my stomach now, so I might have to cover that up.
Gotcha.
But
Connect the dots.
but like everything you're telling me, bitch, I might do fucking like stars or something, like whatever. So but anyways, is it hard for you, because you're saying all this stuff about it being artistic and there's more to it? Like, you literally went in depth. I was like, oh, I didn't even know all that. I just thought I'd just go in, get a tattoo, call it good. But is it hard for you to have to explain that to people sometimes? Like,
I mean, it depends. You get better at doing that too. So like we were talking about earlier, when I get more artistic freedom now, whereas back then the clientele that you had was let me get this little piece, and they want it how they want it. Where now you get these big pieces where they're like, oh shit, so I just want a wolf with the barn but we got our own, put our own flair on it, you know.
You get creative liberties.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And now that they know my work, because back then nobody knew who I was too, so so now they're like, hey, I see your shit, it looks good, do it like that, you know. And
so it's easier for you.
Yeah, so now at this point, and then everybody goes through that fucking cycle, you know. So like when you first start out, it's like you gotta get your feet wet first, you know.
Do you go ahead?
Oh no! So back to what you were saying earlier about, like, we were talking about competition. Like, do you find that? Because I know when I was in school, like, and even now when I see other artists, like, you see that they make really good work. Like, there's not really like a jealousy, but it's like do other artists, like, their abilities make you want to be better? No,
for damn sure, bro. So when I first started, my brother, for sure, like, he was like the biggest help, man, because he broke down everything for me, like what machines I need to get, what needles I need to fuck with, what kind of inks, like power, like everything that nobody ever thinks about. You know. So he technically, like, everything he provided it for me. And so, like, and different artists provide different things, because when I say the whole shop taught me, I was jumping around station to station, just learning on everybody, you know. So, dude, it's just like somebody taught me lines. My homeboy Denzel was like, he's known for his line work, like geometric stuff, you know. I was just watching him bust lines, and he'll be like, hey, bro, this is how you do it. And just soak that shit in, and then you get better at it, you know. Same with my boy Chris, he does smooth as realism, shading. And so I would watch, and when they would tattoo me, I would watch him and kind of learn off them, you know. So same deal with him. And then I remember it was a while back, we got word that a real known color artist was coming to the shop. I didn't even know who he was, and now he's like Jason. He's one of my boys up there, man. And his color work is like it's the sticker type shit, real good stuff. And just watching him tattoo me and watching him tattoo, like my color shit went up too. Like it's good to have people like that and surrounding you, because then you excel and then everything you want to you're not good at. So
that's awesome that whole community, like the tattoo community, seems to be very
and
together.
And that's what I'm saying. I think it's more, but I don't.
think it's like an art thing.
Yeah,
it's an art thing in general.
Yeah, you're right, dude. And I think a lot of the people that are going into this they have that art background, think that way. Because man, there are some fucking hitters out there right now, like straight up, and all of them think the same way. Well, back then and I'm just saying, in my opinion, like I don't think they were like that at all, because there's constantly fucking the older crowd, man. They're fucking hating on each other.
Yeah, the negative narrative.
So. Yeah, I think this is back to what I was saying on my episode when I was talking about how you have those foundational skills, like as an artist, like knowledge of color, line work, and all that. Like it can apply to any type of art form. But like what we were saying about it just reminded me of when we first met. Like I remember that day, like it was 3rd grade, Miss Dwyer's class.
Yeah.
He's fangirling over here.
No, listen.
This is my boy right here.
Yeah.
I know.
Nah,
You didn't even bring the notebooks you owe him. Shame.
Damn,
did you hear about that?
No, bro, what the fuck?
No, I'll tell you here in a sec. Now, so when we first back in the day, Horseman was like there was Park in Irving, and it was like there were feeder schools to Horseman, and I was a Park kid and he was an Irving kid, so it was like a bunch of kids. Boo, just kidding.
He fucking teaches. He teaches that cloud.
A bunch of like obviously the Park kids knew each other and the Irving kids knew each other, and I was sitting next to him and this girl that went to Park with me.
Was she fine?
I don't even remember who it was, man.
Okay.
How long ago was this? First of all, it was
Like 20 some years ago.
You see how he said 20?
But he was
30.
drawing dinosaurs like hella badass, and this girl was like, she goes
In
like
the
this.
3rd grade?
Yeah, she's tapping me. She's like, look, and I was like, damn. And like that shit.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine 3rd grade Bernardo? Damn.
No, but seeing somebody draw like better than you,
Yeah.
like it makes you want to be better. That's what I was saying earlier.
He went home and was like,
Yeah. No, just right there, I was like
Fuck that dinosaur.
Fuck math. I'm gonna draw. And
Fuck
like
that T-Rex. I'm gonna make a velociraptor.
I know, but I was telling them on my episode that when we were in grade school together, that I always ran out of paper because I fucking drew on all my shit. So I'd always ask you for paper, and you'd be like, "God damn it!" You get all pissed. So like I said that I owe you like a bunch of notebooks and shit.
He's like, next time I see him, I'm gonna bring it. Bullshit.
Shit,
If you broke, just say that.
what was your first tattoo and by who?
On me? Oh, my brother, because he was tattooing before he started working at the shop. So I was like his guinea pig for everything. So whenever he wanted, to fucking do something crazy, because he would do all the basic stuff at first,
Yeah.
Is he your older brother?
Nah, he's my younger brother.
He's your younger brother.
Yeah, he was doing this. Like, he been wanting to do this since high school. So.
Oh,
But,
so is he your favorite artist?
And man, he
You can say
no, it's not that. I do look up to him because he has a real wide range of abilities. Like he can do any kind of like realism, color, whatever, and he's able to. And I think what I admire is artists that don't tattoo like me. Like, cause
So you guys have a different form of
art. I mean, everybody does have different styles and stuff, but it's really hard to mimic somebody else's. But what I think what makes me gravitate to people's work is when they're fucking different. Like, man, I love watching color pieces. And the best example I always think of, I remember one time a client had came in wanting to get a rose, and I can only pick out 3 fucking reds out of there, and he was able to pick like 6 of them. So that's the difference between somebody that does color tattoos and black and gray. So
culturally, you're Mexican, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there is a negative narrative in the culture itself by our parents or whatever. You're all tatted up, and I'm assuming you've been tatted up a long time. Do you get a lot of negative comments like by older people? Because obviously the younger generation and it's like a thing.
It's more
it's
thing
normal.
now.
Yeah, like what did your dad?
Man,
your
they
mom and
trip.
dad
Oh,
think?
so check this out. So they're open to it, And my parents have never really been traditional, anyways, But tattoos always they hated them since we were younger and shit, And I remember my mom saw this. I was mowing the lawn. She saw my first tattoo my brother gave me. Yeah, she fucking started tripping, dude. But even to this day, like we still get nervous, like when we get something new, especially like the fucking neck and face shit, you know, like man, I just got a feeling like I always feel like a kid still coming back to their house.
It's like that Catholic guilt. That shit never goes away, man.
You're like,
I'm still nervous to show them, bro. Like, dude,
That's what I should do.
yeah.
But they don't say much anymore because I mean, both their kids tattoos too.
Yeah.
So.
But what do you think about how the culture is because how they think about that, like they say, oh, now that you have tattoos on your face, on your body, you're not going to be able to get a job. Who's going to respect you? Te pareces como un loco. Like I know that's his job, but like with his job, there's always going to be like I said, our culture is like that.
Yeah, and we still get them looks. Like I'll be going out and shit, and people look a certain way or look at you a certain way, you know. Or like the worst, I think what gets underneath my skin the most is like, say we go out to eat, and my wife she's tattooed too. She has a sleeve, you know, and but they assume that they say I'm not gonna tip or something, or they
think you're a little cholo.
And it's like, shit, I tip good, and y'all gonna fucking
like, all right,
good service, motherfucker. All right,
no, I fucking tip accordingly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shit,
I tip accordingly.
I
like,
tip
oh,
good,
you about to not bring me my other cup of water, bitch? Okay, let me give you 5%.
That's $1.
Extra
5%.
It's always the older Mexican people that fucking trip though. Like they always give you and they're not like, at least white people, like they kind of try to be sneaky about it. Mexican people fucking
they don't give a fuck.
They just straight up stare at you and
they
shit.
don't
You
give a
know,
fuck.
It's always
So
your own
shit.
people.
It is.
It really is.
Is there any advice that you would give to somebody who's like a coming up tattoo artist?
Man, there's the same thing I tell all of them. That's like, because there's people that come into the shop trying to get apprenticeships, and I feel for them, because it's hard, you know. I was lucky enough to have my brother in there already, but like, I always tell them, like, get that portfolio together because they don't want to see. I mean, it depends on the shop because some shops don't trip like that. You can bring in tattoo pictures that you've done and shit, you know. But some of them do. So the best thing is always to get a badass portfolio together that shows everybody that you can draw like a motherfucker, you know, and then go from there. Because if you wow the owner or the trainer, then you're in. You know what I mean? Because they're not gonna put their shop on the line for somebody that's not serious about the shit, you know. And especially too, like there's people that come in there like 18 years old. It's like, dude, they ain't gonna get you in, man. You're way too young. You don't have the maturity level at that point, you know. Yeah. And it's usually the 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds.
Like, damn, that's crazy. I didn't know the tattoo world was so cutthroat.
So what about advice for people who wanting to get tattoos?
Wanting to get tattoos? Know that you want them for sure. You know, like, and don't. Don't follow the trends. You know what I'm saying? Because we like when we do the trends. I mean, they're popping at the time, and then we're covering them up later. You know, because they get sick of them. Like, man, I've never tattooed a lower back piece. But that was a thing back in the day, you know. But I covered up more than I tattooed them, so you know. So in
a way, trends are good for business.
Yeah. But I mean,
they're like covering them up.
They're not as fun though. I mean, you get to the point where like the money is important at the beginning, you know, and then it gets to a point where like, shit, I want to have fun with this shit now because I'll have that freedom.
AKA, I got that fuck you money.
Do you ever advise a customer, like if you think it's a bad tattoo or in a bad place, you're like, like you said, the lower back. Like, did you ever be like, well, it's a tramp stamp, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still, if they're stuck on it, man, and I ain't their fucking dad, so I'm gonna tattoo it.
So you're just like, whatever, I'll do it.
Yeah, so, but it also depends too, because, man, we'll have some super young kid that just turned 18, and he's trying to get his first name, like, on his fucking arm full, and it's like, shit, dude. Like, maybe the last name will be a little better, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's like, but if I can't convince them to change it, then I'm just gonna fucking do it. Fuck it, dude. So we're adults now.
I know I asked you this before, but we should probably say it like where everybody hears about it. But I get asked a lot, and I know a lot of people that draw get asked a lot to design tattoos. Mm-hmm. Like, is that annoying when people bring in like other people's drawings?
Yeah, it depends on it depends on what it is. Cause say it's like, oh, my kid drew it, you know, and it's like something like that. That's different. But say somebody comes in and they have a whole design that their friend drew, and it's not even that good to begin with. Even if it is good, you know, it just doesn't work on the skin, like, because everything is drawn to the arm or the chest or whatever you got, you know. Sometimes certain designs that look good don't look good where they're gonna be at, you know.
Because I always, when people ask me, I always just say no, because I know for one, they're usually not serious. Because they're usually drunk, you know.
Oh shit!
And
draw tattoos out for somebody, kind of deal.
Design a tattoo for them for somebody else to.
But that's the biggest red flag though, because if you're going to a tattoo artist and they can't design something good enough, then you shouldn't be getting fucking tattoos.
Yeah, and I feel like, but I always felt like,
thank you.
I always felt like that was taking money from the tattoo artist. 'Cause that's part of their job.
I actually made their job easier if they do decide to take it on, because that's what the deposit's for. So you put a deposit down, and that tells us you're serious. So now, in a sense, now we have to take, because like a tattoo, especially my regular pieces, and they take me 3-4 hours to draw a night. So I'm leaving work, doing the family thing, and then I have to draw that night for the night before, for the next day. And if the client doesn't show, then that deposit's fucking mine. Because you technically have to pay for us to do the work,
Right.
before we even start tattooing you.
Man, that seems like a lot of work. I'm like sitting there thinking like, man, there's a whole bunch to it.
Yeah.
Thought you just go in, get a tattoo, call it good.
Yeah, you can. Like there is a little tiny walk-in stuff, but just like Steve's piece, like I would consult with him the night before and draw it out. He'll send me his references, and then I'll put my own mix on it that way as a custom piece.
Do you guys do like Flash, or like?
No, and dude, Flash went away
What
as soon
is
as
Flash?
Pinterest.
Hold on. What is Flash?
So
Y'all talking, I'm just like.
So Flash is like there's like back in the day, tattoo shops used to have all these fucking tattoos on the walls that you can just pick one, like I want that one,
Like
and they'll take it down.
Like a menu.
Yeah.
Like Friday the 13th.
Yeah, but they're bigger than the Friday 13 ones. Are little tiny motherfuckers,
yeah. That's what I was thinking.
And good thing our shop don't fucking do them, because I would hate to fuck with that, because there's just so many people, man, and you burn through so
Damn
many
it.
supplies.
Well,
Yeah.
fuck. There goes my butterfly ass tattoo.
Yeah.
Darn.
But Flash was like maybe palm sized tattoos, and you got a bunch to pick from. They'll take them down, copy them, and then they put them on you,
Damn.
But now that's what Pinterest is now. So people on a walking day, they'll bring in the Pinterest pictures. Like, yeah, this is what I want. So we'll go back there and jam them out real quick for them. But it's like just little pieces that,
That's crazy.
Hey, what a real tattoo artist like yourself think of shows like Ink Master and all
Fuck,
that?
I like Ink Master, bro. People, hella motherfuckers
Yeah.
hate on it. I don't know why. Dude, the only thing I don't like about it is the fucking drama shit, because it ain't really like that. But I like seeing their
Process.
like say they get they get something handed to them, like, hey, I want this drawn. I want to see what they come up with.
Yeah.
It's always satisfying to me just watching it, and especially if they kill that shit,
Yeah.
Because
And
there is some badass motherfuckers on there too.
And even some of the challenges they do, like that shows like their artistic ability from like with a different medium. Sometimes they do like I remember they did one with bread and they had to like.
Oh
burn
yeah,
it.
I do that shit too. Like, I
Yeah,
wanna see
like that
stuff
shit's
too.
cool. Like it's like this is a contrast challenge.
Oh,
So-
dude, I'll tell you what I hate the most about Ink Master is the fucking judges, dude.
Oh yeah.
Nathan Morrow, not him so bad, because I get he's the client perspective, right? But the other two, because a lot of those artists that are on that shit can clown the motherfuckers in tattooing.
Yeah.
And the ones that they're on there, they
the-
specialize in their own shit,
Yeah.
but they're not even that good at their own shit. You know what I mean? But
That's
they're
like
sitting there,
most judges for reality
Yeah.
yeah.
shows.
It's
But they're
the
sitting
dude
there
from-
fucking talking shit on people, man.
The
It's
dude
like,
that
dude,
was in what was that show?
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike. What was his name?
Nunez. Oh,
Yeah,
I
Nunez.
forgot his first
Nunez,
name.
yeah.
But yeah, that fool, man. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
can't stand
they
any
seem
of them
kind
motherfuckers.
of arrogant or something.
Yeah, they are, bro, and that's what I'm saying. Like their artwork doesn't even compare to the other people that are actually competing.
Yeah.
Some of them not. There's some trash motherfuckers on there too. So.
So we're gonna head toward one of our topics that I really wanted to talk about today. Talking about everything that you're saying right now. What is something that you want your culture to know
About tattoos or in life.
about anything your little heart desires?
Man, I don't know.
Dang. Do we have to answer too?
Bitch, I sent
I feel like-
sent you
I feel like you
all.
guys should go
I just
first,
want
'cause
y'all to
holy
know
shit.
I sent you.
My phone.
It just broke today.
Yeah.
I
That's
sent
when
you
I
all
do research.
outlines, so y'all should have came prepared.
Oh, shit.
Well, I've already said what I want my culture to know. This is the purpose of our
Talking
podcast.
shit. I mean, it doesn't really go with what we're talking about, but for those younger people growing up, it is okay to have a shitty house, no, a shitty car and a nice house, than to have a nice house and a shitty car. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you'll see these people with a mean ass fucking truck, 2020 Silverado,
Hell yeah.
and then they pull up and it's like your house is valued like at $30,000. Like
Yeah.
invest more, or I think Lydia, I was already eye rolling over there.
No.
No,
I'm not.
do you?
She's
agree?
over here talking because she's like, my Mercedes is parked outside.
Relax,
And that's
guys.
something that I believe a lot of people talk shit on Mexicans. Like, yeah, they have shitty ass houses, but look at their fucking cars.
I mean, have you seen the north side?
that's why
It
I'm
looks
saying
like Pippi
it's-
Longstocking vandalized the
The
fuck
north
out of
side
them.
is beautiful.
I think
With
that's-
their fuchsia pink
Yes.
houses and
Yeah.
we
right
did that
or
in Mexico, though.
Hell
I like
yeah.
that.
I don't think they do that anymore as much. I have seen a few houses being painted black.
Yeah,
You guys
I
seen
saw that too.
I like that.
I like that too. I'm a
My
big black
ceilings are
person.
black.
Really?
Are they really?
I love it.
Yeah, that's one thing that I feel people need to like
Change.
focus more on. Just like focus on building a good ass or creating something for yourself instead of just
Creating
look
value
at my
for yourself?
look at my fucking car that
It's shitty, but
It's
look at my
shitty.
home. I feel like our culture should know that there are so many resources out there to help with anything. It's just the matter of not being afraid and asking. Because I feel like our culture is always like when they first come here, it's like they're afraid. You know, they're afraid to ask questions, or they're afraid that somebody's going to say something wrong or do something wrong, or they're going to look stupid.
When in reality, it's completely different. As Hispanics, like, we're all close. If you say that, hey, I need help getting a job and I don't have the proper documentation, like, oh, well, you can do this to start making money, or you can go see this so they can help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know.
And boom, born the tamale lady.
Hey.
I think for mine would be, I think it's important for our culture to be, or just young people, I mean, even older people, that it's okay to push boundaries and to, even though you don't have, like, you may not have an idol or you may not have anybody you look up to, but just being able to have the confidence to continue to work hard, even if it's unprecedented at that time or something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just try hard, bust your ass. It'll all work out.
Pay off. It'll all pay off.
Yeah.
You, Bernardo, nothing?
Did
we not give you enough time? Was 4 days not enough?
Yeah.
I didn't even look at that. Let me make something.
He was like,
Give me some shit, Bernardo.
No, I think that we should just like what I always been saying, support each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Support each other. Like, if your friend has a business, fucking buy from your friends. Like,
No fucking hookups,
share
man.
their shit.
No
Yeah.
hookups.
Like, keep your money brown, man.
Facts.
Now you can. I think, and another thing too is you can support your own people and not disparage other people. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
you know what I'm like.
Yes, it's not putting somebody else down by supporting somebody.
Yeah. And another thing, I've seen this come up a lot in like social media and stuff. Like another vendor was, her shit was destroyed by
an arson.
And it was I think it was a black woman that did it. And when that shit happens, there's always comments.
For one person who's like,
it always turns racial, and then it turns into like an us versus them type of, and I think that that's wrong. Like, have y'all not seen Blood and Blood Out?
Facts.
You know what? This is going to sound like very un-Hispanic of me. I've never watched that movie.
Watch that shit tonight. We'll talk about it on Wednesday.
Well, actually, that's kind of a bad example because they join with the blacks, but then they kill them in the end. Like, but
He said, "Ouch."
but
Troy's like, only black guy. Bye.
What he was saying is true. Like,
Just kidding, Troy. We need you.
The boss,
Montana.
Montana.
Oh, no, it's Montana.
Where's that? Is that?
I think American Me. I don't know. Shit.
What the fuck was his
We'll
name?
all watch it again.
Anyways, the main guy, the one they kill, he
I feel
says,
like you're telling me what's happening, and I'm not even gonna want to watch this movie.
it doesn't
You won't
spoil
watch it
anything.
regardless.
Yeah,
Huh?
he says blacks killing
watch it, you
Chicanos is what they want. Chicanos killing blacks is what they want. Chicanos killing Chicanos, blacks killing blacks is what they want. And his whole idea was to come together, and it comes true. But then they kill him, and okay, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I won't say no more.
After he said, "There's no,"
But
nothing.
yeah, that's what I'm like. That's the whole idea. Is I think, support each other, but don't disparage others. Don't look down on others.
Yeah.
Especially when they're in the same fight as you.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Especially when some of the people you're talking about
Do
you.
you want to say names? Because I feel like
No, I'm talking about
like
like
a particular person in
like
mind.
Latinos. A lot of people don't understand that Latinos can be black, they can be white,
Yeah.
they could even be Chinese.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So support your own.
Yeah, I've seen that. Have you guys seen that TikTok where?
He hasn't.
No.
There's this like Chinese girl, and then the guy, her boyfriend's like trying to talk Chinese to him. He's just like, "Pendejo, soy mexicana."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they all.
All right, what's your piece of advice to people?
I'll expand on what Bernardo said, man. Because even like in my world, man, there's a lot more Mexicans doing this thing, which is crazy to me too. Because I remember when I first started, I thought it was just a bunch of white guys tattooing, you know, and maybe a couple Mexicans sprinkled in there, you know. But man, in our generation, there's so many more that, man, I think we make up half of the tattooers here in town now.
There's so much
And
talent
Latino
there.
wise, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Puerto Ricans, you know, whatever. And the fact that they're showing so much love, and we're not, because I always feel like it's fucked up that I associate my race with like, man, putting people down and shit. You know, like
Yeah.
we don't want to help each other out and shit. But the way I see it now, I mean, it's like a complete different. You know, like we're all showing love to one another. So
Yeah.
so I completely dig that shit right there. So.
Did you have something to say?
No, I agree. I think we're all trying to figure it out. You know, things are so much different, even from our parents, how their perceptions are of how things go to how we feel.
Yeah.
And our need for change. So I think we're on our way, but we've got to keep working hard.
Definitely. This is the first time that we've had 3 guys.
I know. It's,
I feel
kinda
like
weird.
sausage fest.
Steve,
Okay.
come get you.
Oh wait, there's another one over here. Yeah, we're outnumbered. But I wanted to bring this up because you guys are obviously clearly 3 different type of men.
Yeah.
Okay, culturally, you guys are put in a place since you're born, since the day that you're born, in the pressures, I guess, the pressure of being a good father, a good son, a good provider, a good, the list goes on. What do you guys think about all that? Like, do you guys feel a certain way? Do you guys feel like there is a negative narrative towards men growing up all the way to now?
I feel like time out because I have to say something before they answer. So I think for our parents, or like our parents as parents, I think dads had one role, and that was just to provide in the house. That means they don't encourage you. They don't do any emotional shit. They don't attend things. Their job is to go to work, come back, and be the man of the house.
Yes.
But I think that role has evolved. So now men are required to, yes, you have to go do that, but you also need to be supportive of your kids. You need to be there for this and that. And we are asking more of our men. But I think to balance that, our women are doing a lot more too.
Yes and no. I feel
In
like
and
there's
out of the
still.
house.
I feel like there's still men are put in a negative way. Like if you hear anything like murder wise, rape wise, anything that has to do with men, they're always somehow put in a negative way.
I don't think that.
Like relationship wise,
But-
it's always the man. The man always fucks up. The man's always the one that does.
Well, when you talk about rape and murder, I mean, if they're the ones doing it, then
I mean, yes. Well, we can't really say that because Albert Wilson, and
I
he.
think I think the topic is going 2 ways.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
we're talking about expanding roles for men and for Hispanic men.
Yeah.
Now they're required to do all these things. And I think you were more saying men in general.
Men in general, because they've all grown up with that on them, that pressure of having to be the man, the pressure of not being emotional, the pressure of exactly.
I think that's changing. I think now society or us wants them to be.
Do you
more
guys feel?
emotional, more...
Well, I don't know. We're talking, but I mean, we should ask you guys. So, do you guys feel like there's been a pressure on you guys since you were born with that, or was it different? Is it different than your parents?
With yeah, I think I've always had that pressure, but with my wife right now, like I think she let me experience being more emotional with my kids. Like growing up with my parents, they were good parents all the way through, but emotionally, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't really like it is with my kids right now. I mean, being grandparents, they for damn sure like flipped,
They flipped
like
that.
yeah, and that's a good thing, but yeah, now I kind of. It was kind of weird for me at first to kind of get used to that, but my wife, being how she is, made it real comfortable for me to be able to, support my kids in a way that emotionally, that I wasn't like that for me, so. But I'm down with it, like the whole flip,
You're down with it.
Yeah,
I'm down with it.
Changing.
I think with me, I got the benefit to watch my dad. Well, it's not benefit's probably the wrong word, but it's like looking at things with the
different lens.
Yeah. Because I got to see him fail in his first marriage with my mom, and see him succeed with the second marriage to my stepmom, and like I think the benefit of seeing that is you saw what he did wrong. It's like he had a very like stereotypical. Like
Hispanic
where
male.
the mom cleans and cooks and does all that shit. Well, he didn't do any of that, and now he does. So you see, like, okay, if you don't do it, you fail, and if you do it, you succeed. So I had the benefit of seeing that. But I think, as far as like pressure goes, not really. I mean, I think.
But you're the baby.
Yeah, but I think
I think that's important.
I don't really know, man. Like
Like
I
Miguel's
never,
the baby. Are you the baby?
No,
Oh,
I'm the oldest.
oh, you're the oldest.
Yeah.
I never really, and I don't think my brother did either. Felt pressure to like be a provider or anything. It just kind of, we just kind of knew. Like I don't know, it was
But
weird.
maybe probably because you got to see your dad
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
vulnerable time.
But I think I don't know. I think the this whole idea about being the man or whatever, like it's getting redefined.
Right. By society.
Yeah, and it should have been, because like this idea of being the man, and like if you're not, like, to me, when I think of being a man, it's like you're helping your partner out. Like, and that's exactly what she's a partner.
Right.
She's it's 50-50. So like these are your kids too. Like,
But I think it wasn't.
no, it's not. That's what I'm saying.
For our culture,
Yeah.
it was never viewed that way. That's
Yeah.
more of
I
like
get-
a Western
I guess what I'm saying is it should be. It makes more sense to, like,
to
'cause-
us.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you,
To us, but to our parents, that they don't
not
see that.
never.
Like my dad's
Yeah.
like, when I was with the father of my kids, no, él te embarazó, que él se ponga a trabajar y que él, he has to provide for you.
yeah.
You shouldn't be working while you're pregnant. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. He should be the one.
True.
Quería
I agree
familia,
with that,
ahí
though.
está.
But my family,
Huh?
mine was the opposite.
I agree with that.
experience as you.
She's pregnant. Like,
You would think
yeah.
that's more of like a logical.
But women
thing.
can still work when they're pregnant. I don't know.
I worked my whole
But that's-
pregnancy,
that's-
but like that's
his
just
first
his
baby.
thought.
Yeah, okay.
That was just his thought.
I see
Like
what you're saying.
for him, it's
What
just
do you
not.
gotta say?
That shit
Him
hit a
wasn't
bone.
normal. I worked with my pregnancy just so he fucking knows too.
I did. Gotta handle business.
Gotta get shit done. If a
Gotta
man ain't gonna get
see?
shit done.
Don't be afraid to push the envelope. Get to work, bitch. Oh my god.
That was kind of weird how I said that too. Like, oh, women can work now.
I know, like it's never been done before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we edit that out?
What about you, Bill?
Ouch. What?
So you were.
So you just gonna ignore us over there? You just gonna be in the
I may
corner
have
just
dazed
falling
off a few.
asleep?
No, feeling a certain pressure. I don't think we ever felt a certain pressure. Our parents always told us, like, whoa, hold on. My dad always taught us, always work for your own shit. The only pressure I think that we did have, but it wasn't really pressure, it was just more like him setting the example.
You having to follow?
No, always be like the bigger person. So he never had to talk to us about, ¿por qué no estás trabajando? ¿Por qué like doing
Oh, yeah.
whatever? Every car we ever wanted, every vehicle we ever wanted, we bought it for ourselves.
That's
The
true, because
only-
you've worked since you were super,
Yeah,
super
and that's
young.
one thing that they taught us.
Shout
my
out to
mom.
McDick's.
Shout out to McDick's, dude. Motherfuckers paid for my first and second car. No.
Hey.
The only discussion they've ever had with us was ¿por qué están trabajando tanto? And my mom
Yeah.
still's always, why are you always busy? Why are you always busy? It's like,
Damn.
it's because
You
you
told me.
My
You
parents are
taught
the
us.
opposite of that shit.
Can
Like,
I
why
get
don't you work
adopted by
more?
my tia Moira, please?
Shit.
My parents suck.
No.
Just kidding.
They taught us,
Wow.
and something my dad taught us, that going back to the whole, like, the woman's always cooking, is, like, my dad cooks también. My mom, como te digo, if my mom gets home first, she cooks. Every day she's cooked.
Right.
Unless it's raining and the construction workers come inside. But I can't tell, like, multiple times we've walked in, and my dad está haciendo gorditas a mano. And it's
Aw.
just like,
What is
he-
your daddy's phone number?
What is
so, and that, like, kind of transitioned with me. If I get home before Maritza, I'm fucking cooking. And it's
Yeah, I
just
know.
like,
I saw him making some picado a couple months ago.
oh, bro. The day I found out I had Rona, I thought I had Rona. I was making guacamole, and I was like, this doesn't taste good. And Maritza's
my
like, it
God.
tastes good. I was like, bro, I can't fucking taste it.
You're like, oh no, ya se me fue.
Ya se me fue.
I'm just
No, but they just taught us, respect the woman you're with, work your ass off, and get whatever the fuck you want.
I feel like that's awesome that you say that respect the woman you're with, because I feel like there's
Or even the hoes you're not with.
Respect the hoe in your DMs. Just be
Yeah,
like,
just respect all the hoes.
I can't be respecting them hoes.
I don't know.
They can, but I ain't. Let me fucking see Steve's phone real fast to find some hoes in there.
Hey, Steve's like this. Fuck.
delete,
fuck.
delete, delete.
His phone crashed too, just like mine. We're both
Bitch.
Verizon. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, I feel like that was a good,
Good what?
like, talk, like a real talk.
I know. We've never
We never
had
had
like
men.
yeah, we've never had men, so it's really hard to ask those questions to just Miguel because we know what type of a guy he is. Like we know that he's not.
You know, you're a hard worker.
one that can't take fucking serious questions.
No,
Yeah.
you can take
Or
serious
drink.
questions. No, he can't. He
I
can't.
think if you ever want to have like
You know
a
what else you
deep
don't
ass,
do? You don't come to our podcast anymore. You don't drink. What else?
He don't want to answer the
You
fucking
don't wanna answer
questions.
the questions.
We still waiting for that question from the last podcast.
Which one?
Which one was it? About the whole thing, the guy and I should ask you guys this too. Speaking about that.
What's the fucking question?
The question that I asked you about the kids, about you leaving your daughters with, how would you feel and all that stuff. You never answered that question. You're like, I'd rather not. And then
honestly, you know what? I was dazing off so fucking bad that day. But ask them. I want to see.
Like leaving, like if I had a daughter.
So yeah,
leaving
last
her.
week we had the conversation of how I have a talk with my boss, and my boss doesn't understand the fact that I don't leave my daughter with my dad or leave my daughter with males. I will leave my son at my dad's with him, and they'll do whatever, and I will not leave my daughter there. And it's kind of a culture thing. Yeah. And even he took a survey of people at work, and they wouldn't leave their daughters or their kids with a male that they didn't know. I mean,
just kids, not just girls and
boys
and girls,
but specifically girls, but your kids in general was the survey.
Yeah.
So
like with someone you didn't know.
No,
like
she won't leave her daughter with her dad.
With my own father.
I think.
And it's a culture thing, because I know a lot of people that are like that will not leave their daughters or let them go with certain people, or even if they are family.
I mean, yeah.
So the question to him was like, how do you feel about that narrative of that negative narrative to be put on males?
I think it's just like by case by case, or depends on the person, Yeah. Because I mean, growing up, I remember not being able to sleep at people's houses because my parents were like a trip on that shit, Like, nah. Like, you don't know who these people are, But they don't know who these people are. Yeah. And so like, I don't know, because like my kids, I don't think we're down with them having sleepovers either. Like, and
shit's too weird, man.
Well, how come the white kids do it? That's my question. How come the white kids do it? They be having some bomb ass sleepovers.
I don't think you should be saying it like that.
The Blancos. Why? How come the Blancos be doing it?
But I take that back. My kids just had a sleepover last night, but with their cousins.
Yeah, we did that with our cousins.
Yeah, but not at
we couldn't even do it with our cousins. At my house, we couldn't even do it with our cousins.
Yeah.
Well,
because like
we did it with my cousins, there was all boys, so you go ahead and go over there. Get your ass beat and come on.
See, and you didn't get a direct question because it's such a big fucking question that you can't answer.
Yes, it is a big question.
I remember it turned into like fathers and sons too, wasn't it? About that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I had a daughter, I'd want to spend time with her. Like,
yeah, of course, yeah. Because my boss would be like, "So, would your mom think wrong if I took my granddaughter to like the park, or took her to the bathroom, or took her to change her diaper? Like, would that be wrong?" And I'm like, well, no, you're going to do whatever you want, like.
But she's like, yeah, it is.
But
wrong.
yeah, but.
Yes.
My mom would trip out. She would like flip the fucking out.
That's society too. I think hopefully we change that. But
the
I don't have a daughter, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
She can't leave my side.
As a teacher, like, you got to worry about this shit too. Cause like.
Yeah, definitely.
Cause kids, they like to hug you. They're affectionate.
They don't know.
They will run up. Like, I have this little weird thing where I'd like.
Do this.
Move my my junk area away from them, because they don't know. They just go up and hug you.
And it's
somebody sees
but
that.
with Corona, I'm like, yeah, Corona, remember?
Yeah.
But some still just fucking hug you.
I
but
never
like,
thought of that.
But like,
kids are
one time I was sitting on a table and all these girls were like coming to hug me, and I like turned my legs. I was like, hey,
And you know what's so crazy? That they don't even know. Like, es uno que tiene los mal pensamientos, like, that you're thinking about that, and they're just like, we just want to hug him because we love him and he's great,
And you just got to be careful, because I don't want it to look like it's.
And that to me is so wrong, that you have to worry about that.
Yeah.
To me, I don't. Why doesn't a female teacher worry about that? Female teachers do not worry about that.
They do.
JP,
yes,
because JP hugs his teacher, and I'm like, let's just not do that.
Yeah.
Like,
but you crazy.
Right.
You really are crazy.
That's what I'm saying. We have that pep talks. I'm like
a lot of teachers do that hug where they
be fucking talking about, Margaret better not be fucking giving him a hug at school because I will fuck that bitch up. And I'm like, she's 5.
We're in the first grade,
like a lot of teachers, when they hug their kids, they do like the one where they push their ass out. Yeah. Like they like reach down to like.
Yeah,
I never noticed
Make
that.
sure somebody's not.
I thought it was just
watching
size-wise.
you.
It's like, I gotta get down and hug this
pervert
little
ass
person.
kids are grabbing their ass or something.
Oh,
because they're at that stage too. Some of them.
Yeah,
my baby, not never.
Well, how old's your baby?
He's 7.
Hey, what up, Miss Johnson?
What's up, Miss Johnson?
Next year though.
No, he's in the first grade. Relax.
Oh,
he's got time.
Like 4th grade.
No.
But I understand where that fear comes from, because like when bad shit happens, it's always the people you never thought would be the one doing it. So So it's like almost like
Definitely.
better safe than sorry type shit. So yeah, like
And we did talk about that, and I think, but it's like a double standard.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
it's a double
you,
standard
yeah.
because I feel like I was saying in the last podcast, we all have like these elaborate parties, these crazy parties. We all get shit faced drunk,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and we forget about the kids and who's there. And
Oh, not
and
me.
I mean, I don't. My kids get
And that's
go to
when the
sleep after
shit
that, but
happens.
Miguel's still here.
Oh, when the kids are all running around in the fucking dance floor
yeah,
type
like
shit.
they're all like, and nobody
people.
gives a shit. Everybody's all getting drunk, and something
Yeah.
happened like that. And at the end of the day, that would be our own fault because we didn't prevent that.
And that's when the shit probably happens.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I don't particularly think it's your fault. It's that other person's fault.
No,
for
yes,
betraying you.
no, definitely. But
Although
I think
preventable,
if we're getting
possibly.
on that subject of we only do that because we're trying to prevent, from anything bad to happen or to protect our men from doing something like that, then that doesn't even make sense.
No,
Yeah.
I agree. The whole thing sucks.
Yeah. Well,
Honestly.
I want to thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
I appreciate
You're
you guys
super
having
chill,
me.
man. You can come whenever you want.
Yeah.
Because we're crazy, and I'm surprised y'all ain't acting crazy. Y'all
I
ain't
know,
acting
I'm on my
out.
best behavior.
It's
She
too fucking
is.
early.
It's the Lord's
It's
day.
too early.
It's the Lord's
I'm
day.
hungover.
I feel like I brought you guys out in the morning and shit.
No,
this is too
no.
early for me.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We should have done it later, but I think everybody had plans. But whatever.
Yeah. By every way she needs me. Yeah, but a bitch does have a play date at 2.
A
birthday
play
party
date.
at 5. And I gotta go to Verizon. We don't talk about it. Anyways.
Anyways,
for
you can follow us on YouTube.
Everything.
Oh, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can look up our
OnlyFans.
link tree. Not
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Link tree.
The rent is due.
TikTok as well. We're on TikTok.
Yeah.
Go to our link tree in our bios, and you can see where you can listen anywhere: Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
What's your OnlyFans handle? So I can announce it.
Miguelote with the mic.
Hey.
Was there any shout outs or anything you want to say?
I'll just tell all the tattoo artists out there keep moving, staying busy.
And you guys can find him at what's your social media?
So on Instagram is just my name, Sergio Valadez Flores, and then on Facebook is Sergio Valadez Tattoos. So,
Okay,
We'll have to.
we'll have
tag
the
below.
we'll tag him below.
Yeah.
But this is Apoco. Bye.
Bye.
Man, this house is fucking here.
Low energy.